Joseph set to kick off.
The Florida Atlantic man, Greg Joseph, ready to get this one started. And off we go in Madden Ultimate Team. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Return. The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. 2nd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know, you know better than I, he has the ability to take over a game. So what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels.
He rifles one that's intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48, and they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
1st and 10.
He's just got to be thinking, I hope that's not a harbinger of things to come. Very first pass of the afternoon picked.
And where do you go from here? Because when you start that way, do you allow that to seep into you and stay with you the rest of the game? Or do you find a way out of it? We're going to find out.
On 1st down, it's McNair. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that is caught. Boy, how about that one? He reeled it in one-handed for a touchdown.
Touchdown, Tennessee.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an early turnover. A sudden change situation, meaning ball's turned over. How's both sides going to handle it? One side handled it way better. They went right out on the field and put the ball in the end zone.
One play, that just added insult to injury.
Yeah, that just tells you on the defensive side, they didn't come out ready to go, still reeling from the fact that the ball got turned over.
Extra point by Anderson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Fielded right around the 8. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
1st and 10.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 11 more on that one, and another 1st down. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10.
48-yard line.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
It's 2nd down.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he's able to break out a run tackle, but then quickly brought down. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
Mahomes and the offense staying out there. They'll go for it on 4th. Mahomes throwing on 4th. That's to his running back, complete. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13, and the decision to go for it looks like a smart one. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. They go back to the ground now with Barkley. And he'll go down at the 28. Jonathan Joseph there for the tackle.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big 3rd down coming up.
And they'll be in search of 6 yards here on 3rd down. This is now the 9th play of the drive. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 12-yard line. It's a giant 1st down on a gain of 16. A 1st down carry for Barkley. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this 1st quarter. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
For Titans 7, Giants nothing.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. It's Barkley on the counter. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the 1st half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
4th down now as the Titans defense holds up in coverage. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here. An automatic Morten Andersen does it again, knocks another one through the post. I have to be careful because it's almost boring, you know, just how accurate he is. So he knocks another one through.
All-time NFL leading scorer. He's known as the Great Dane because he's from Copenhagen. And I think, Charles, he actually leads 2 different franchises in scoring, does he not?
Well, one time he did. New Orleans Saints, 13 seasons there, still the all-time leading scorer with them. And the Atlanta Falcons, he held that record, but Matt Bryant has since passed him.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. A shotgun handoff to Henry. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 16 yards, a 1st down. Well, CD, a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. Jared Cook, the tight end, was the target. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Back to the air on 2nd down. McNair caught left side. Bennett. And he is down at the 48. A pickup of 4 that started at one 48-yard line and ended at the other. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. Coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down.
The 46-yard line. A gain of 3 yards. It's now 4th down.
On 4th down, McNair. And that is going to be incomplete. The Titans try it, but ultimately they fail on 4th down. And the Giants are going to get the football back. Good starting field position for the New York Giants here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
They run the counter. Barkley. And he's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. On 3rd down, Barkley. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. Mahomes now on 1st down. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Another try after the first down sack. Mahomes gets this out to Saquon Barkley. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. He finds Beckham complete. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Caught left side, it's Beckham. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Odell Beckham in the final seconds of the first half. And the Giants have taken the lead.
His kick.
And this one through the uprights and good.
Makes the score Giants 10, Titans 7.
So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. A short kick taken at the 18. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy.
This is caught inside the 15. And he's able to get this down deep on the Giants side of the field. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these 2 teams as we come back for this second half. The Titans going to get the ball to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back to it on EA Sports. Fields this way up at the 17, and he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
Take over 1st and 10. At their own 28-yard line.
Second half begins with a run by Henry. Able to shake free for about 7 up to the 35.
Derrick Henry, the ball
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Again, it's Henry. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be third and about a foot or 2. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. They needed a yard. They got it. First down. That'll be complete to Cook. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. That one goes for 30 yards.
Well, they've got to remember that they're not going to get it all back on one drive. But that being said, they also had to come out here in the third quarter with a sense of urgency and playmaking ability, and they showed it on that last play.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
The tackle by Derwin James. 8 yards on the pickup.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's George. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. On third down, it's George. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line.
At the 19-yard
3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy can take it the distance. But in short yardage, trying to pick up first downs, that big guy, always a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. A first down carry for Henry. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
Ball carrier.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
They'll run it again with Henry. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
The running game's played a huge part in getting them down to this point on the field. I say stay with it. Keep pounding the football. Keep driving. Keep grinding.
Yeah, even down in the red zone, keep going for it.
No doubt about it. Dance with Will Clark.
And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown run. And the Titans are going to retake the lead. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
Deion Sanders on the return. The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. It's the Giants with possession of the football but needing points as we start quarter number 4. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They run the counter. Barkley, and they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
On 2nd down, here's Henry. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. Chase Young drops him for a loss of 14 yards, and it also brings up 4th down. Here's Riley Dixon now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 39-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. They'll try and choose some clock with Henry. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
The ball carrier.
And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. And this defense here going to burn their second timeout.
A gain of 9.
But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And some good tackling there as he's stopped up at about the 41. Justin Simmons up from his safety spot to make the tackle.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 41-yard line.
Easy work. It's easy work, and it's coming again.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
You can't block me. You can't block me.
From the gun, here's McNair. Oh, no, he lost the football. And who's got it? The Giants.
What partner they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect him.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. They run the counter. Barkley. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
He's brought down at the 30.
More muscle up front for this 2nd and 2. They've got 3 tight ends out there. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Henry. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. counter. It's Henry. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Carry. Chase Young on the tackle.
On play action, it's Mahomes. And Ingram hauls it in. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
They'll run on first down. Henry, he will push his way down to about the 14.
The ball carrier.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
I know they got a little yardage there, but I'm not sure their investment is right. They're still running the football, and I'm not sure there's enough time to continue to do that.
They go play fake. Mahomes. And he's got it. It's caught for a touchdown. And they have taken the lead here in the final seconds.
So for those of little faith, guess what? It got done. They now have the lead with that touchdown this late in the contest. I wonder if that was a play they were holding or a play that they just knew would work from past experience.
I just saw it in their eyes on the sideline before starting that last drive, and they did. You're right. They got it done. Looks like they're going to be the winners. Taken from about the 12. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
Take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays. One, to get yourself in position for the second one, whether you're able to get into field goal range or you have to try another deep pass, another Hail Mary, but you're trying to get the first one to a receiver, get out of bounds, and give yourself a chance to set things up for an easier shot at it.
We'll see if they can do it. Might be easier said than done. One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Deion Sanders, the Hall of Famer, with a pick. And that is going to seal this victory as time runs out.
Today's final score, Giants